He used his home. But was it your intent to return to Chicago? That's intent is the big thing. If you had moved, you moved to the suburbs, and it was your intent to live there, but still maintain your Chicago residence, then your intent. That's true. You care to address that, counsel? Why don't we let we don't have much time. Let's let Attorney Scott address that.
I think we want to return to your question, Ernesto, and that was, what was your intent? I mean, this is a building that you own as rental property, and that you decide to make your home in the south suburbs, and that's where you moved to.
Where did you register to vote?
Well, did they canvass you off of the poll sheets and take you off? Okay, so they took you off. All right. Okay. But maybe you needed a better lawyer. Okay. Well, that may be true too. I understand your point. No, I understand. I understand, and you know, his nominating papers. I would imagine he used an address at which he could not vote in circulating his nominating papers. But the Supreme Court has ruled, and that is.
But he did vote from his current address. He maintained his vote.
He did vote, although he did not have dominion and control over that
domicile.
He didn't have domicile. No. Nor exclusive dominion and control over that place. So
yeah, I think there are very distinct differences here between his situation and hers. Very distinct.
I think so too.
Okay, we're going to take one last caller. Will, you're listening to the Borges Report. Okay, all right, well, thank you. All right, everybody get their website.
It's Wayne Matson.
Wayne Matson. Okay.
Like in the suburb of Matson.
Matson, yeah, it wasn't quite. Did you get that?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the address, but anyway, that's something, you know, we don't want to not discuss the candidacy of the other mayoral candidates, and we do have certainly Carol Mosley Braun, who was actually she was second to Emmanuel before this happened, and Chico obviously had a lot of money also because he is on the air. I haven't seen. Have you seen Carol? Does Carol have any? I think I've seen maybe one commercial.
I have not
seen anything.
But did anyone see her on the WGN Tribune forum this past Thursday?
I saw her on both those forums, the WGN forum as well as the WTTW forum.
Yeah. So, you know, it's a shame that money comes into play the way that it does. I mean, it's just, you know, if you've got money, you can flood the airways, the TV, the radio, and there seems to be some unfairness with that.
Well, that's why,
You know, if you're-
campaign reform certainly
Yeah.
is needed.
Certainly.
That someone cannot just buy an election. But we do know that
It doesn't always work.
It doesn't always
You
work.
know, it doesn't work out in California.
Out in California, and then
Yeah.
here, we know that voter registration is up in our communities here, which we like to take a little credit for encouraging that.
But you
We
know,
wanna
the thing
encourage
is, the thing is, you know, if you have money, you can give people your position on certain issues, and you're able to articulate that and spread it to the masses, and if you do it enough, people start believing what you say. People tend to believe things they see on television.
that. Right.
And if you pound it, you know, day after day, hour after hour, people start believing what you say. And if you don't get a chance to say it, you're at a distinct disadvantage. And there needs to be some campaign reform so that the playing field is leveled to some degree. And
Money and
what's the
negativity that people seem to just draw closer to.
And, you know, Chico says, I raised most of my money here in the Chicago area, whereas Rahm Emanuel's getting a lot of his money from California and
New York, yeah.
the rich cats, fat
DC,
cats.
yeah.
Is that, you know, they are influencing the election.
Particularly with a local election, very
Yeah.
local election.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Does this
local elections,
represent
but-
the interest of the people? This is supposed to be government of the people, by the people, for the people.
Thank you.
And in this instant, it would be very localized.
Well, it's localized, the election is localized, but also the city is going to need monies from other areas in order to get out of the hole that the city is in, and for the city to move forward. So, you know, you can look at it both
Through
ways.
industry or government
But, you know,
grants.
how do you get money from all of these people and then not be beholding to some degree? I mean,
That's the only
I
reason
think
they
the
would give
lawyers-
him.
Yeah, I mean,
Something
you
in for
think
me.
about it.
Something's in it for me.
Of
a
course,
lot of
we
people-
know that it's an investment that people are
Sure.
making because
Yeah,
for future
it's-
opportunity.
Absolutely.
But certainly we hope that, it's the same thing with the president. They're saying he's
It's
spending
on
money,
any level.
but you
Yeah.
know, there's an investment side of it as well,
Sure,
so.
people are always, you know, they're giving, they want something in return.
Exactly.
I remember when Governor Borges ran, and people were just dying to give him money, you know, I mean, the money that was coming into his campaign was outrageous. And
Well, everybody wants to rule the world.
Yeah, if I rule the world. Folks, you have been listening to the Borges Report. We are here every Sunday from 9 to 10 a.m. Right here on WVON. Of course, I'm an attorney. If you need any help with any legal matters, foreclosure, bankruptcy, give me a call at 312-853-0200, 312-853-0200, or Google Bill Busters. But please join us. We're here with Don Rashid, Mark Wallace, and thank you, our special guest,
Thank you for
attorney
having me.
Z. Scott. And folks, we will see you next week, same time, 9 a.m., right here on the Borges Report. And that is the way. Where's my little saying, Andrew?
It's the way of the world.
Yeah, here we go. And that, I can remember that without having to read it. And that's the way of the world. This, in today's date, January 30th, 2011, the way of the world on another edition of the Borges Report.
Register the vote.
Register. Now, last day for register, I heard Jesse Jackson talking about registering to vote, but
February
I think you can be able to, you can start early voting tomorrow.
early
voting.
voting.
Early
on the
voting
31st.
starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But register.
You can, the last day to register is February the 25th.
That was
I mean,
license is
February.
It was
22nd.
Friday. It was Friday.
I heard
The
this
last
time,
day.
yeah, the 25th, I thought of January was the last day to